Hello everyone, this is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com. Welcome to another Simple Stamping Sunday video. Thank you for being here on a Sunday if you're watching today, and if not, thank you just for supporting my channel. I have to say, guys, that this is going to be a simple card. Sometimes I really want to put layers and do things and just get really creative, and to be fully honest, I have to tell you, this is just a simple, beautiful card, and I really like it, and I sure hope that you like it as well. Before we move forward, again, if you are new here, I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I have several ways to spoil you and to reward you for being my customer. One of them is a free catalog. Actually, at this point in time, we have 2 catalogs, and I will send them to you for free. All you need to do is send me an email to maria@mariascraftingcorner.com and include your address. Otherwise, I can't send you the catalogs. But I would love to send you a catalog so you have the ability to look and browse through those catalogs and see what works for you and what new stuff you need or you need. I don't know. I have a lot of needs when it comes to stamps, so I'm just telling you. And so the other way I have that I like to, again, to spoil you is by giving you a free gift. If you buy from my online store $50 before shipping and taxes, you will get this beautiful attachment to our Take Your Pick. We have used it several times. We're not using it today, but I'll make sure to try to make a couple of cards where we've used it, where we will use it. I will also link up, whoops, let's see, up here. Up here, I will link a couple videos where I have had used that attachment to really work with those more intricate dies. There are dies that you just can poke them with your Take Your Pick tool, but there are dies that you need a little bit more assistance, and this is your tool. If you don't have one, you need one, you can just get it for free. Now, so this is one of our newest kits. It is called Rustic Christmas. You are going to love it. I order it. I'm going to work on it for my nephew and my niece, and I'll send them back with my mom. She will be here, guys. I can't believe it. She will be here on the 16th. So just a few days, and my mom will be here, and I'm so very excited about that. So, with further ado, let's move to the crafting table. Woohoo! And let me just move this. Feels like it's too far away. Sorry, guys, about my reach. I'm going to just make it a little closer, and if we need to move it backwards, we'll do that. It's fine. So, we are going to be using today, we're going to be using an oldie, an Artistically Ink. This is in our annual catalog, but it has been out there for a while now. I want to say I absolutely love this these flowers, and I think you are going to love them as well. If you don't have them, you might as well get them before they go. They are amazing. We are also most likely be using this Sentimental Park, so I'll share a little bit of my my road to get here. But I love this Sentimental Park stamp set, and well, I love the whole bundle, but I love because it has big font, big words, big with big fonts, and then some little what would you call, some little sentiments that will kind of complete these bigger fonts. So for example, you have thinking, and then you can have you, or let's celebrate for your graduation or your anniversary. You can mix and match this, and I really like that kind of set because it allows you to play a lot. This has anything. It has from your new adventure, anniversary, graduation, you are amazing, happy birthday, your new baby, best wishes, let's celebrate. Like it has it all. So in one stamp set, you have everything you need to actually get your some of your cards going. So I love this, and we're going to be using this. Now, I used this in the first card I made, and because I really wanted to use, let me open this. I really wanted to use these dies. These dies are amazing. I'll show them to you when we're done. I absolutely love them. But then, you know how it goes. I decided to go with something different, and I think you're going to love the end result. Okay, so let me close that. The other thing we're going to be using today is the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder. I don't know if you've had it. It's an amazing 3D embossing folder. If you don't have it, that's fine. You can use whatever you have. You'll find out that this card can totally shift from one celebration to the other without any problems. We are going to be using, sorry guys, I have them here, the around the bend dies, and actually we're just going to be using these die, which just creates a little bit of a beautiful, let me see if this looks better. Yeah, this looks better. A beautiful edge to our card. So I love that one, but this belongs to the around the bend dies. And last but not least, we're going to be using the Garden Walk Designer Series paper. I have said this in the past. I really, really like this paper. Sorry about that. It is a gorgeous paper. You can play with this a whole lot. I think that you'll get, you know, your money's worth of, how would you call it, like utility. You'll be able to use this in so many ways. It even has a Christmas-ish Christmas-ish kind of paper that you'll be able to use for Christmas. We're actually going to use this one today. So again, this is a gorgeous paper. For whatever reason, it's not like all about autumn. That is gone and gone. And you can totally get that still. So I want to say this real quick before we move any further. I am happy to let you guys know that I am very, very close to our 3,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop, here in YouTube. I am super excited about that, guys. And let me see if I bring it up here. Guess what I have as a gift as soon as we get to this 3,000 subscribers. Ton, 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 ton. We have the All About Specialty Designer Series paper. I got an extra packet, and that is what we are going to give away on our 3,000 people or 3,000 subscribers party. So share this video. The sooner we get there, the sooner we'll get to give this away, and you may be the winner. Super excited about that one. I love that paper. It's been a hot commodity even before it came out, and just like for the regular public, like within demonstrators, it just people loved it and loved it. I was able to order it. I made my cards and I'm done with them. I have a few leftovers. I've even given away a few cheats here and there to some people. So that is my gift to you. Hopefully we get to the 3,000 people before fall is gone. But if we don't, guess what? It's fun because you can totally use that for next year's Thanksgiving cards, or you can use the other side, which is totally not Thanksgiving related or fall related, and you can use those for very, very beautiful cards. Okay, let's get started. We are going to need, guys, a piece. This is a white, our basic white, and this is 8.5 by 5.5. A score at 1 and a 4 1/4. Sorry, I have already scored that. I have it already cut, and this is part of what we're going to do now. The next step is we are going to bring our little die, and we're going to put it in here. Now this is very, very personal. You can try to figure out how you like it, how you want it, that it's, you know, like you may want it less twisted, you may want it this way. I don't know, it's up to you. I want it with a little space in here and a little bit more here, of course. And so I'm going to bring my Post-it tape, guys. I have these. Whoops, I have these in my I always link them down below if you are interested. Actually, I have mentioned this a couple of times. I bought these because I saw it from other demonstrators, and I thought, oh, that's perfect, it's a little thinner. But I have not liked these a whole lot, so I ended up getting back to my wide I think this is 1-inch Post-it tape, and I have both of them linked down below. You can choose whichever works best for you. And yes, you guessed it right, we are going to bring our best friend, or one of our best friends, I guess, our die cut and embossing machine. I'm going to bring our piece of paper here, and we are going to cut these little piece. Actually, let me turn this around this way. So we just do the cutting, right? We don't need to run the whole piece of paper through it. And let's go ahead, whoops, and cut, and then come back, and we're done. Always check if you really went through. You just turn it back, because we have the Post-it is thick, so you can make sure that you actually cut that right. I'm going to remove this. Let me see. Let's see. We have a couple of beautiful Post-it tapes in here that are on our way now. And we have another one. And again, this is the only piece that we're using from around the bend. And now I'm going to remove this number 2 plate, and I'm going to bring back just my plastic plates. And we're bringing that beautiful exposed brick 3D embossing folder, and I am just kidding. I need to put this up here and bring our number 4 plate, which is right here. So we are going to emboss this white area, and we're going to, which is the area where we're going to be using in this gorgeous 3D embossing folder. And I'm just, let me show you here, I'm just aligning that score line towards the edge in here, and that's just going to guide me towards what I need to do. Now I bring our number 4 plate, and we are going to go ahead and get that rolling. And it takes a little bit of effort, but it's not a big deal. I always say this is a wonderful arm exercise. So let's see. And this is how this looks. We're going to be working on this here in a minute. Let me put this out of the way. We don't need it right now. Okay, oops, this one's thick. So we are going to be using, let me put this back in here. We are going to be using these 2 papers from that gorgeous garden walk paper, and we are going to be adhering it to this piece in here. Could we have done this differently? Yes, actually I made a mistake while I was working on this. For whatever reason, I was not paying enough attention, which we all know happens, and did this a little bit differently, but I think we're going to be able to solve it. So let's go ahead and cut this. I am going to cut this at 5.5 right there. by 4 1/4. So the exact measurement of our piece in here, right? So this is going to be exactly our piece. And then I'm going to bring this other piece, which is, and cut it at, let's see, 4 1/8 in here by 5 3/8. And I'll show you later on what I made, where my mistake went. It happened, guys. I'm okay with mistakes happening in here because they always have a way to solve it. So our next step is going to be to put these in together. You can tell very well that they match these two colors. So this is our Calypso Coral, and then it has like different variations of that Calypso Coral, and I think that some of it really ends up going with, or mix and matching with like Petal Pink. So I would say Calypso Coral, Flamingo, Flirty Flamingo, and I'm sorry guys, I'm making sure that this is good, and I'm making sure that this is good. So Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, and Calypso Coral are 3 colors that you can totally play with to achieve like some combination of them, and this really looks good in here. So what we're going to do is, look at that, isn't that beautiful? I love that other paper pattern. We are going to like really bring glue in here. This is because I made a mistake, and I'll show you guys what I mean. You could have done this much easier, and I messed it up. So we're going to bring this beautiful paper, we're going to align it all the way here to the score line, making sure it still folds, right? And then we're going to press this, and here we have our card. No, I'm not going to show you yet. I like to give you surprises. So it's fine. It works perfectly fine. The other way to do this is actually leaving these. Let me bring another piece of cardstock so I can show you what I mean. We're going to cut this, just at 5.5 on the 11-inch side. And we're going to score at 4 1/4. And what I meant, or what I am trying to explain, is one of the other cards I did has this same thing, but instead of me cutting this, that was my mistake, I put all the layers and then just cut another layer in white. Hey, we're not perfect. It happens, right? So I'll show you here in a minute how it looks, but here we are. This is what we got. So, oops, that kind of got crazy there. This is working just as well. There's not a big deal. Now, what are we going to work in here? The first thing we're going to need, if I find it, and I sure hope I find it, here it is. I have cut already a couple of circles from our Stylish Shapes dies. You guys know that I've loved the circles. I'm using the garden green in here. It's just a little bit of a color, but we'll have a lot of other colors going around in the card, and so I want to make sure that we highlight that garden green. And then I am going to leave these in here and bring these gorgeous things. There it is. These things, it's amazing. I love a good things, and we're going to use our Calypso Coral for these piece. Let me remove that. I'm cleaning this well because it was a little bit wet. So I have said this in the past, using when you're using circles, it has the advantage that it's very hard for you to do it cricket, because it's a circle, you can't just adjust. I think that's one of the reasons why I love circles, right? And I'm bringing my big things in here, and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to move these towards me a tiny bit so I can actually, first of all, I'm going to, whoops, see that? See, that tells me that I have to be careful of how I am handling my block, guys. That means I thought it was going to be so easy to do it, and look at that, there's a mistake. So now I know that I really can center this in here, and I have to push. Okay, I think we did a good job. Look at that. That's gorgeous, isn't it? And I am going to keep these things in here. We're going to align another line, center in the garden green circle, and we are going to glue this. So that's our first step. Whoops. So in spite of the fact that I really would like to have, there we go. There it is. So that I really would like to use only what we have available. Oh, actually, I think this is available. Hey, good news, guys. So I am bringing this piece of petal pink, and these gorgeous piece comes from, I think it's a duo. It is a duo. Let me see. And this is the duo. I forget. It's called Ribbon Duo. It's called Ribbon Duo, and it brings our lemon lime twist and some of that gorgeous petal pink that really matches well these color scheme in here. So I did forget to put these inside. Sometimes that happens, guys. I think that we may be able to run this through so we don't get to see the actual ribbon. Let's see if we manage. It's not going through. So my thought is we're just going to go through all around. It's going to look okay against this. So we're just going to go around, and we're going to glue this in here. And I am bringing actually, let me bring my turn tape. I'm bringing my turn tape. And I want this a little lower. So that's why I brought that circle, is just to see where I want that circle. That circle looks really good, and I'm just going through this like that all the way through, guys, so I make sure it sticks. It really looks good in this little how you call it, like bump, I don't know how you call it, like curve. So because it's a circle, it really looks good in that curve. Sorry, I said it and then I forgot, and then I said it again and I forgot, guys. It happens. So let's take this off, and we are going to adhere a little piece of ribbon, and I'm actually moving this way, so wherever this ribbon is going to meet is going to be underneath our circle here. And I'm going to move this all the way here. Yeah, I think we got this. I'm going to cut this real quick. And this is just a quick decoration. I love working with ribbons because of that. Because now we can, put this, and then you'll have this gorgeous detail going around. So let's go ahead. We're going to add our friend there. And there we go. I'm going to move this a tiny bit towards the right. And we're going to hold it for 1 second because I want to make sure it is well glued. And I am bringing a variety of stamps that I have already ready from that artistically inked stamp set. So I did, let me bring this up here. I did get this one in Calypso Coral. I stamped this one in Calypso Coral, and I think I'm going to put this friend in here. I have a couple of leaves in that garden green, which I may do there. And then I have just a variety of extra leaves. I have one extra there. These, let me show you here. These particular set has 3 little flowers that I find so useful. And these are the ones we have. And I stamped and die cut a few of them in Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, and some in, I'm not finding the others. Here's one. And some in Lost Lagoon. So let me bring a big piece of this before we move forward. So although in our, you know how Stampin' Up! Always includes which colors these paper kind of matches, right? And it has Calypso Coral, sorry, it has green, garden green, mossy meadow, poppy parade, pretty peacock, and wild wheat. But guys, I totally think this is very, very close to Lost Lagoon. And I'm gonna bring my Lost Lagoon ink here so we compare it together, right? Like I think that, let me see. I think that is such a close call. So I'm not sure why it's not included. But I did stamp some of those flowers in that Lost Lagoon. So we have some other colors going on with our card. I'm just looking because I have 3 of these Lost Lagoon, but I can't find them now. I can find only 2. Which, what else is new? Maybe it's underneath here. Ah, there it is. Such a happy day. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I want to bring our big flower, and I'm going to use dimensionals on it. I want these a little bit on or higher to give some dimension. I'm going to bring these. I have not taken the backs off, but I just want to make sure where I want this flower. And I think I want this flower like this. So because of where the thanks is, I'm going to put the flower on top and the leaves towards the ribbon. And so now since I know the leaves are going to go towards the ribbon, I'm going to bring some glue and adhere those leaves again towards the ribbon. And the ribbon is like between the leaves. And now I'm going to bring our big flower and we're going to put it up here. And again, this flower is in Calypso Coral. And then we have all these little things to play with. So I am just going to bring, let's see. Let me bring my take your pick. I don't know why I always try not to use this. I can bring these smaller one that it's a little lighter. This one is in petal pink. I'm going to bring this other one and put it in here. This one is in Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to glue this one right there underneath here against that green, and I really like that. And then I'm actually going to bring this one and put a little dimensional on it, and this is going to go around there, just somewhere along there. I think there's where I want it. Maybe there, I don't know. Okay, somewhere there. Let's move this so you can actually see what I'm doing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play with all these flowers and figure out where we want them. So we have, oops, okay, a darker one. So we have a darker one. We have a light petal pink. And I'm going to put that one in here. I'm going to make like little, I'm not sure how you call them. Okay, I'm thinking Spanish, guys, so I'm not even going to try. But little groups of flowers, and I'm going to bring these Lost Lagoon on top of both of them. Maybe. They keep getting stuck to my fingers, but something along those lines. And now I'm going to bring the big Lost Lagoon and I'm going to put it in here. And then actually I'm thinking we're going to leave that out. I'm going to bring this one and we're going to put it in here against the white. It really, really looks good against the white. And I'm going to bring one of the, let's see if I have a smaller one. I don't think I have a smaller one in, yeah, I do. So I have another smaller one in the petal pink that I am going to put right out here. And I'm going to bring the bigger one in our Lost Lagoon in one of those dimensionals. So we create like a few things. And guys, isn't this gorgeous? This is so simple and so beautiful. We're going to decorate this a little bit. We have this whole panel that is quote unquote decoration, right? And so we have to be very mindful if we're going to add anything in here. I am bringing a piece of calypso coral, so I'm going to cut these at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, and like I said, we have to be mindful because we have that other paper in here. So I'm just going to put this one in here to create some contrast, and I'm going to bring these other paper. Isn't this amazing? But before we add that, I have a piece here of paper that we are going to cut. That's the one I was showing you where my mistake was. And so we are going to cut these at 3 7/8 by, this is 4 1/4. I want it shorter. Let's see. Maybe 3. 3 by 4 1/4. Okay, let's see. And this is where we need to really calculate, make sure that this is going to be what we want. I like this, so I have a little bit of that extra color. I'm going to cut a strip of this one. I'm going to cut, that is about 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to cut this at 5 3/8. And let me bring this one here, and I think I'm going to bring one of these two colors that we have, and the paper has some of it, so let me bring this one here so you guys, I'm going to bring some of these gorgeous wild wheat paper, and I'm going to cut this at 1 inch, and then I'm going to cut at 5. Let's see how this works. Okay, so I'm going to use these two pieces to kind of decorate our inside. So let's go ahead and add pieces first. I'm not going to stamp anything in here, so I can leave this pretty open as to why I am giving thanks to whomever I'm sending this. But we got that. Is it straight? It seems straight. There, I moved it and it was straight, and then I moved it and it's no longer straight. Okay, there it goes. And then we're going to adhere this inside. And again, this is just 1/8 smaller in that calypso coral. So these really matches well. Like, I really like how that looks. I'm going to make this a little bigger, and actually I am going to cut this a tiny bit more in here, and I'm going to put it in the middle so it kind of like tones down that wild wheat. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this one in here. And I'm making sure that it's kind of the same, oh gosh, the same measurement between these two sides, because why would I remember? And now I'm bringing that beautiful petal pink and calypso coral set, and I'm going to put it in here. Now, there you go. That looks pretty cute. And now, thankfully, we have a leftover flower from what we had, and I'm just going to bring this flower here towards the edge. And I am thinking, do we need some leaves? And I think this will totally finish the ensemble. So, let me put that one there. We're going to glue these leaves first. And then we're going to bring our beautiful flower in here. So I'm making sure that the flower kind of covers these edges, like those corners. Kind of like that. And now I have a gorgeous area to write something for my friend when I am sending this. Now, because I have some extra of this, I'm going to put one in here, right? So one cute one there, and let me bring this one here. And I'm going to bring one in here. And so we just have a couple of little details within the inside of the card. And ta-da! That's your card, guys. Very, very quick card. Easy to make. Simple Stampin' Sunday at its best. Let me show you everything else I made to show you how flexible this is. So this is the first card I made. I was using those Sentimental Park dies, which I absolutely love, guys. And that paper from that big paper pack that we have, I love this. This piece of paper I love. I think this is one of the pieces that actually determined that I wanted this paper. And this is very, very simple. So I finished this and I'm like, I don't love it, okay? I like it, don't get me wrong, I like it, but I don't love it. And I think, okay, this needs to be embossed. I think it needs some dimension to it. And then as you can tell, this is one piece and I put all the other colors on the back side of the card base, right? So that was the first one. Then, okay, let's start trying, right? This is try two, which I really, really like, using all that paper, the same paper, the garden walk. But the same concept. So actually this moved a little bit. That shouldn't be there. But I can put something there, I guess. Can we bring this one here and put it there? Hey, we can totally do that as a distracting piece. Well, I'll fix that one. So going back here, I did emboss the back of the front, and then as you can tell, I used the paper. And it's actually both designers use paper to cover the back of the card base. And I really like it. Actually, I struggled so much because I was like, I wish we had this tone of pink, but we don't exactly. I tried with everything. This is a Poppy Parade, which is what we had. And I really love the end result of how it looks, because again, I'm seeing these little flowers as Lost Lagoon. So this is try number 2. And then this is try number 3, which was what I was thinking was going to be today, and I messed it up. So this is our card base. I have not filled this out. This is just a Christmas card. And like you can tell, what I was telling you, I decorated the front of the card, which is not what I did in this one because I made a mistake. So I created several layers. The outer layer is an eighth smaller, so 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. And then this lower layer is another quarter, so 5 1/4 by 4. And this piece is 5 1/4, so it has the same width as this little piece in here. And this one I kind of mix and match. I use Paper Florist for my poinsettia. It's not a poinsettia, but that's fine. And one of my faves, which is that Magical Meadow dies. And this is, let me see, Night Divine Sentiment. So I really like this one. It's very simple, but I really like it. I think it's just simple and easy. Again, I have not done the inside. Now we came back up here, and this is today's card. And so my mistake was I should have done these panels, on top of the white card base, but I cut it. I was not paying attention, but I really like the end result no matter what. And we managed to get our beautiful things in here, and just an area to write your little note to your friend. So you have 4 cards. Now that I think about it, we should put some bling in here. And I am not sure which one to get. Okay, I have actually these, whoops, these are called blooming pearls, and these blooming pearls belong to the suite, the garden walk suite, and I am going to bring these gorgeous, gorgeous pearls in here, and I'm going to put one in my flower because that makes sense. We have a very, very big one in here, and maybe this one towards, just want it in the white. So I think I'm going to put it in here. It is such a beautiful pearl. So let me show them up close. So, yes, we have petal pink. I'm not sure which one is this one. I think this is the garden green. Pretty peacock, not petal pink. Garden green, petal pink, and the golden or gold one. And yep, those are your cards, guys. I really, really hope you enjoy these simple card to make using mainly some dies and older stamp set. I have to tell you guys, I love the stamp set, and whenever I remember the suite that went with these, oh my god, I loved it so much. And you open and you have a lot of color in here, not intended, but that's what you got. But you can make this with a simple for a simple Christmas one. I like this one very, very much as well. And then finally you have this one without these embossed. I have to say, I really think that embossing this area gives it a lot of texture to it. But those are your cards. I hope you enjoy them. Please let me know in the comments if you like them. If you think this is a good idea, let me know which one you like the best. And I'll see you next Tuesday in our live for that day. Sending you hugs, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Okay, rest of your weekend and a wonderful starting of your week. Now, let me come back up here 1 second. There I am. If you like these video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me tremendously here in YouTube, and it alters the algorithm and all that good stuff. But the highest compliment I can get is you sharing this video, because that means that you like it so much that you think somebody else is missing out and you need to share it to them. So I keep thinking that word of mouth is the best thing out there. So if you like the video again, please share it, and please share with your friends that if you like this channel. I really, really, really appreciate it. Hoping to get to the 3,000 people here soon, so we are able to get this in our raffle. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, and sending love and hugs to you all. Bye.